I feel like there are so many people that are doing many things in their shower routine wrong, so let me help you in case you're one of them. And yeah, this will be today's video. Hi girls, it's Evie. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we will talk about everything that you should do for your shower routine, so pre-shower routine, when you're in the shower, and what to do after. And as always, I'm just talking about my personal experience, so that doesn't have to be the case for everybody. But I would say generally these are just the things that work best for me. And I would say also for the girlies in general, so this will be it. Okay, so personally I like to start with dry brushing, and I know that online there are many tutorials on how you should do dry brushing or how you shouldn't do it. And overall I wouldn't say it's that complicated. You basically, let me demonstrate you. I basically just have to rub, and I'm doing this in circling motions. And it's basically, if you don't know what dry brushing is for, so it's basically like a peeling, but what I really like about this method, it's not like a peeling cream or general product for scrubbing that can run out. So this one lasts very long because it's a brush. And also about the pressure that you should put on your skin, I would say that highly depends on whether or not you have very sensitive skin, or maybe you haven't. And also it depends on the areas. For example, if you have self-tan on also, I would say that wouldn't be so good, but you can do this before applying your self-tan, because you don't want to have any like bad looking self-tan, because when you scrub then a few bits of it will probably come off, so that wouldn't be so ideal. But generally for me, I would say I have kind of sensitive skin, and I like to do it very light, because I just think that if you do it too much and your skin will just get red and irritated, you will just do too much and your skin will be kind of overwhelmed. So I want to do this very lightly, and generally on every area that I think needs it. So my arms, also my elbows, especially those, because this is a place where you get dry skin or dead skin very easily, so we want to scrub them. And then what parts I'm doing as well are my legs, especially like my feet, and also like on my knees. And the reason I'm doing this on my knees and on my legs is obviously because of the dead skin, but also because if you do this before you're showering, I would say that while you're in your shower routine, would be just a little bit more easier, because for example, when you're a person that shaves her legs, then you will just not have this kind of strawberry legs, because I think this is a great way to avoid that. So it will just make your skin appear much smoother, and it will also feel much smoother, because since I'm using this, I think my skin has never been so smooth and soft and even looking, I would say. So I've also had strawberry legs kind of when I was shaving myself, so this is the solution. Another thing that you should do before you're showering, and this one is for my hair girlies, is to massage your scalp. I'm using that one, and it's currently wet because I just took a shower, but like you just go in onto your scalp. I also have a video about my hair care routine where you can also get a little bit more into any details about that, but this is what I'm using. And you should also make sure to not just scrub over your scalp, because this will probably cause hair loss, because it will like rip your hair off. But you should just go with your skin and try to give your scalp a little bit more of kind of blood circulation in order to make your hair grow faster, and also to make it more healthy, because I would say my hair is kind of healthy, so I would say it works. And also, since I'm doing that, I just feel like my hair is almost growing like 2 centimeters within a month, which would be twice as fast as normal hair. And I also told this my hairdresser, but she just laughed at me. But I think it's right, so I'm pretty sure about that. So get yourself this one. even though the color is ugly. I think I got mine from Amazon, and I will probably get one in beige because, you know, I'm pretty much of a neutral girl, or baby pink. But honestly, the color doesn't matter. And another option of those is that you also could get yourself one that has like a little container thing in it, so that you can pull some oil in it, and then it will come out here. But I don't know, I would say that's not really necessary unless you really want to have thicker and more healthier hair, so depending on your current hair state. But if you have just hair that's alright, then I think that's enough. And now, what should you be doing when you're in the shower? I would say one thing that's pretty much the main thing people are doing wrong, and I've also done that mistake. So the right order is to wash your hair first, and then after that, when your hair and also the dirt and stuff from your hair is all rinsed out of your body, down from your body, and then you can basically start with your body. So you can also do a peeling. I have this one right here, and you can't really see it, but it's from Dove. It's the cream peeling, which includes macadamia and rice milk. So this one is amazing. I think on here you can see it a little bit better, but I'm having it always standing in my shower, so this is why it looks kind of messy. Yeah, but this one's a great peeling, but you shouldn't overdo it because, like I said, you should dry brush first, and we don't want to irritate our skin too much, so just a little bit. And you can also use this, for example, on your neck to make it even more smoother, because I would say when you're dry brushing, you should avoid any sensitive areas, for example, your face, your neck, in your bikini area, for example, as well, not. So you can use this for those areas. And I just feel like it's more sensitive, but obviously you shouldn't do it with too much like pressure. Talking about your hair wash routine, I will just like say a little bit of it and not so detailed, since I've already talked about this in my last YouTube video. But basically I would say you should use shampoo. Make sure that it's not too long on your scalp, because that will cause your scalp to dry out. So just for a very short term in time. And then you shouldn't really use conditioner, I would say, but that really depends. Maybe leave-in conditioner, but I feel like the normal conditioner that you took in the shower and then rinse it off, I just feel like that's not necessary. At least it's the case for me. And then you can also take a leave-in mask after your shampoo, but you should leave it in for like, depending on the mask, but generally like 5 minutes or something, but not longer. And yes, and then you can shave yourself, and also obviously use body wash. I would say that the smell of body wash doesn't really smell that long, so you shouldn't maybe invest in a body wash that's such expensive. But for example, you should invest in something like body lotion, because I feel like the smell of it just lasts much longer and you kind of have more from it. So you would gain a higher profit from that. Here, I can show you which ones I'm having. Most of them are vanilla or macadamia. So pretty much similar to my peeling and my body wash, because even though you can't smell those things that much, I would say if you really want to smell clean and not too overwhelming, you should pay attention to have very similar smells and not something like citrus on the one hand, and then maybe for your body lotion something very sweet like cinnamon or something, because that just doesn't really add up. So my favorite body wash at the moment is the cashmere and cottonseal oil one. It's from Nivea and I really like it, especially because it's very oil focused, as you can see, cottonseal oil, because I feel like it very much hydrates your skin. I've also talked about oil-based or oil-focused products on your skincare routine, for example. So for a facial cleanser and, for example, for your hair, so your shampoo and your, also of course your oil should be focused on pretty much the same oil, or at least a similar one. And then, since my body wash is very decent, I would say, I'm having the Mont Blanc Signature body lotion. This is what it looks like. And it's pretty much just vanilla. And then I also got this one, and these came in a set of 2, so they came together, and I would say that's great because, like I said, you have one specific smell, and I think that's also great if you want to go more into the clean girl aesthetic, because once you're somewhere and people are recognizing you by your scent, I think that's just such a compliment. So these ones are great, but what I have to say about that one is you have to use quite a lot from it because it's not that intense if you really want to smell it for a few hours. And also, I feel like many people are kind of not really knowing how to apply perfume correctly. There are many methods, but I would say generally, I won't spray it now because I already sprayed it this morning. But on your palm, and then you shouldn't rub it or something, you should just let it dry, and then maybe you can do something like that, but I would just let it dry and let it sit so that it will last longer. And then just any areas, like for example, obviously your neck, but also without rubbing, and then behind your ears is very helpful because it won't really get off of that. And also you should pay attention to actually put this onto your skin or your hair, but definitely not on your clothes because I feel like that just doesn't really last that long. And yes, your clothes are smelling good then, but you can also do that while washing them with a good clothing washer. So yes. And then one thing about your while showering routine that I forgot to mention is that when you prefer shaving yourself rather than waxing or lasering or something, then you should invest more into men razors because for some reason they just work better. Even though I have no clue why, because I think that's just so rude. Because I feel like women razor just doesn't really work. They're just not that sharp, and men razors are just better. So if you feel like your razor is just not working, then it might be because it's simply just the one of a woman, sadly. And that's already it with today's video about my shower routine tips or my general personal shower routine. So in case you have any more questions about that topic, just feel free to ask them in the comments or on my DMs. And I love you. Bye bye.